Good morning, everybody. So today, for our mobile story, we're going to talk to Cassie Cox, who is a direct support professional for Schenectady ARC. Schenectady ARC is a chapter of New York State ARC Inc., a private non-for-profit organization dedicated to supporting individuals with intellectual and other developmental disabilities and their families throughout New York State. Schenectady ARC was founded by parents of children with intellectual and other development disabilities in 1952 and has been providing an expanding array of supports and services since that time. Today, Schenectady ARC is focused on supporting individuals with a wide variety of options. Using a very person-centered planning process, Schenectady ARC staff work with people and their family members and other advocates. Cassie happens to have just become an advocate in Schenectady ARC for one of their members, to find the right combination of supports and services that will help the individual achieve his or her goals and dreams. Schenectady ARC supports individuals seeking employment, residential services, day services, medical and other clinical services, recreation programs, and respite services. Schenectady ARC operates programs throughout Schenectady County that offers options and supports for individuals in all ages and all abilities. So let's learn from Cassie a little bit about what it means to work for ARC and how it's changed her life since she began working for ARC. So Cassie, what brought you to ARC?
About 3.5 years ago, I was beginning to start college, and I wanted something more meaningful for a job. My family friend Jody actually pointed me in the direction of ARC, and she used to work for it. She knew I liked to help people and thought this would be a good fit, so I applied, and I got the job, and I've been there since.
What does your job at ARC entail?
There's a lot of training that you go through. You have to do a lot of refreshing training. It's training almost year round, every couple months. You counsel the guys. It's not in your actual job duties, but you end up becoming one of their best friends, part of their family, someone they rely on, someone they trust. So they go to you for problems to solve. You cook, you clean. You're their nurse. You're their med administrator. You're their taxi cab. You're their friend. You're really, you wear a lot of hats, so you're anything they want you to be at any time in the day. I've had my residents call me off shift when they were upset, and I've talked them down from it, and I'm not even getting paid for it, but I do it because I love them.
So it sounds like ARC has very much become a part of your life, not just a job.
Yes, that is very true.
Can you tell us what ARC actually stands for?
Well, in 1952, ARC actually was given a different name. It was called the National Association of Parents and Friends of Mentally Retarded Children, so it was more centered around the child aspect back then. Since then, it's changed, and they recently took the word retard completely out of the agency. The individuals hate being labeled as that. It really upsets them. We call it the R word. We don't use it at all in any sense of the word. So now it was called the Association for Retarded Citizens of the United States, and now it's just ARC because the ARC encompasses all the services underneath it that the individuals get.
And can you tell us what kind of services and resources ARC actually provides to those with disabilities and people in need?
Yeah, so they are, in my agency, they're provided behavioral services through an ABSS, who helps them learn about their behaviors, find coping mechanisms, really help them manage their everything that, like, when they are upset about something, it helps them manage it better, so they don't have to have interventions. They're provided psychology services who helps them if they have psychiatric problems. They are offered social work as counseling. They have their own health clinic at the actual main office, so they can go there for flu shots and whatever else they need, blood work. They have advocates, which go towards stand up for their rights, making sure they're receiving the proper care. I just recently became an advocate for one of my individuals who has recently moved out of my house, who I have a really good relationship with him and his family. They have various day programs depending on the level of independence. They are provided job coaches if they're ready to do that. They have something called community living program, which if they're at the independence level to be able to live on their own, they are put into an agency apartment and a staff comes to make sure that their bills are being paid, everything's safe for them. There's way too many to list.
How has ARC changed the way you look at the world?
I'm a lot more understanding than I used to be. I tend to look at it more with an open mind now, taking into account like this person might have more going on than they're letting it show. I definitely gained a lot more patience than I used to have through this job, so I'm able to handle situations a lot better in my work life, school life, or personal life. And I think it's made my personality even more caring than it already was.
And would you say ARC has impacted your personal life since working for them?
Absolutely. I have good days and bad days at work, but there's not one day at work where I don't look forward to going there to spend time with my individuals, because we're not supposed to really look at them in a family sense, but they have definitely become part of my family.
When you graduate from SUNY Cobleskill is with your degree in applied psychology, will you continue with the career path you have begun at ARC?
I'm definitely moving towards that, and I'm hoping it works out. I've actually began looking into getting an internship with ARC so I can actually continue out that career path. I don't think I want to do direct support for the rest of my life because it's a very wear and tear job. It burns a lot of people out. But I'm hoping to move on to the psychology aspect of that life so I can still serve my individuals, but within a different